Hello, today we are going to talk about classes. It's a way to code certain parts of your web page, like give it kind of a theme, so that if for example, I'm going to do the big three of the MCU on this web page, and I'm going to talk about Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor. And if I kind of set this up, if I follow this pattern for Captain America and Thor, and I want to change the list colors, everything that's tagged with a list is going to be the exact same color, but I might want a color theme for Iron Man, a color theme for Captain America, and a color theme for Thor. So we're going to kind of take care of that idea right now. So beforehand, and we're going to talk about this in class tomorrow, Code.org has this RGB widget. It's kind of embedded in these first couple of lessons in 13. You just hit run and you just kind of play around with these numbers if you're looking for a certain theme color. And I did that with Iron Man and Captain America and Thor before the video. Captain America and Thor before the video, and I kind of came up with a color for Iron Man. You can use the arrow keys to kind of fine tune it. And so I came up with 255, 16, and 30. I was trying to mimic that kind of goldy red. I didn't really succeed that much, but that's all right. Here's a green, or here's a red color. So I wrote this combination color down: RGB 255, 16, and 30. Okay, and like I said, I did the similar things for Captain America and Thor. So now I'm going to go to my web page, right? And I've already got the CSS created, and I've already got the HTML created. So I've even have the link to the CSS in the HTML as well. So here is the CSS, and what I'm going to do is to make a class. Instead of using H1 or P or whatever, we're going to give it a dot, and this one's going to be called Iron Man because that's the class. He's going to be that red color, and the coding after that is exactly the same. So we have an open. I'm going to change the color. And now this is where it gets different. This is kind of in the lesson 13 as well. We're going to use RGB, so red, green, and blue, with a parenthesis, and then these three numbers that I picked out for that red color: 255, 16, and 30. I'm going to close that parenthesis and end it with a semicolon. And then I just have to close that class. So it didn't change anything yet because I haven't coded anything in the index. All right. Actually, not in the index, in my big three HTML. All right, so it's here. This is all still black. And the reason I did it this way is because a lot of your websites are already going to be built at this point, and so you're going to be adding the code in for the most part. So I kind of started with something that's already half done. And so you can see. So I'm just going to, in the open li tag, so there's a couple ways to do this. In the open li tag, I am going to start typing class, and I always like to click on it because it puts in the equals in the quotations for me, and it was called Iron Man. So I'm going to type that in. You can already see that the Tony Stark is Iron Man's real name has already turned red, which reminds me I got to change the title of this as well. So I start typing class. I'm going to type Iron Man, and bam, that's changed. So I'm going to go through and go into every open list tag I have and change it to the Iron Man class. There we go. And here. And here. Nope, forgot to write class. Good. So all that changed red. Perfect. And I have the image right here. So I got this changed red. I have the image here, so we're good to go. And now I'm going to start I'll do Captain America next. So H3. And now, since I haven't coded it yet, when I start my H3, and I already have the color picked out, I know I'm going to use a blue color, I can start coding right away. And I'm just going to call it Captain. And then I close that. All right. And this is going to be Captain America. and then I close my H3. All right, and that should be blue. It's not blue. Oh, because I have not created it in the CSS yet. So I'm going to do the same thing. Dot captain. Right, and here, and color, RGB, parenthesis. Now the color after Captain America is 0, 60, and 255. And then if I just hover over this, it will show me the blue color I'm going to use. So that should have changed it in here, and it did. So now we're going to code out the rest of the Captain America list. So I'm going to show you a shortcut if you're going to code a list. So we can do an unordered list again. But instead of coding each of these lists pieces, I'm going to code the whole UL, this whole unordered list, this class, which will make it much faster to code. All right, so this was Captain. Right, yep. And then I'm going to close it. And now I'm going to make the list. And now I don't have to code this list part because they're all gonna turn blue. All right, if I look down, I think I got to close this UL before it'll work. There we go. And then let's see, Steve Rogers, Heart of the Avengers, maybe. Close the LI. I always forget that slash. All right, and let's say, because I know what picture I already have, and I already have my asset for pictures. I already have them in there, so I know what I'm going to say here, I think. LI will say, he is worthy. Boom. And they're blue. Perfect. So now I'm going to add that image. So a nice little review of image. So SRC, I'm going to click it so I don't have to type it all out. And I want Captain America. There he is. And I'm going to close it. And bam, there he is. He's worthy. He's got his hammer. Now we're going to quickly code out. We're going to essentially do the same thing for Thor. So H3, I think was my title. Yep. And we're going to give it a class right now. And even though I forgot to go into the thing, I know I'm going to call it Thor. And we got to close the H3, right? Okay. And I must have, yeah. There we go. Okay. So Thor should be there, but he's still in black. I haven't given the CSS its class yet. So dot Thor. And we're going to go, I don't like why that's pink. Did I? Oh, because I deleted. I know why. Okay. Bam. Nope. Bam. And let's get this guy back in. There we go. And yeah, that was right. And the other color I picked out was RGB, was 235. I tried to mimic his lightning color, but that didn't work, so I changed it to gold. And actually, I don't know if those spaces are necessary. Boom. Yep, so it's just this gold color. I really couldn't think of anything else, but no big deal. Boom. All right, so that should have changed Thor to, yep, it did. So now we're going back into the HTML, and we are going to code the rest of that. And again, I'm going to use that shortcut that I did up here, so I don't have to code that class all the time. And you can do it either way. There's probably some advantages to coding each one. Maybe you don't want to change them all or half of them or something. That's fine. Maybe you want to go every other color. So you could, for Iron Man, you could go red and gold and red and gold. So it looks like Iron Man theme, Captain America, maybe red, white and blue. You could do that if you had certain classes that way in Thor. I don't know what colors you choose, but, so it might be advantageous in some situations to code them out individually. So I'm going to grab this. We're going to call it Thor. We're going to close it. Again, you're just adding class equals quotation Thor quotation to your open UL tag. And now I'm going to close the UL so everything updates in time. Makes me feel better. So let's go into our lists. And we're going to do, let's see, God of Thunder. And let's see, what else can we say? Strongest Avenger. Son of a gun. All right. What else? What can we say? Is this showing up like that? Not yet. Haven't closed this. That's why. Boom. Should have updated. Yep. Good. And then let's say, I don't know, a funny one. Li point break. If you've seen the first Avengers Infinity War, you might get that. Or no, it would be Thor Ragnarok, I think, right? Point break. And yep, there it is. And so we're going to finish it up with our image. And src, I'm just going to grab it and whoops, there it is. Thor, there he is. Bam, close it up. And there we go. And then maybe just to round it out, I'm going to go into my CSS and I'm going to change the background color to black. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it looks all right. So that's just a quick intro into classes. So I made an Iron Man class that was red, and you can do anything you want inside that class. You can change the font. You can do all the things we've done in earlier lessons to that class. I just wanted to show you the color here. And it changed all those, changed that to a separate color. So it really is just themes. Classes are just the theme you want for each section of your web page. All right. I hope this video helped, and I'll see you guys next time.